Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Cleveland Guardians going up against the New York Mets. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Just a little bit away from first pitch. Getting the nod in this one, David Peterson.
Well, he's been a very dependable starter for his club, and what stands out for me is that left-handed hitters have really struggled batting below 200 against him, and it just tells me they have a hard time tracking the baseball. Maybe it's the release point, maybe it's the motion, but just some way, somehow, they've got to figure out a way to pick it up and try to have some success from the left side.
Towards first, Alonso. And he handles it himself for the out. Here's the Guardians lineup now. And a key factor for this club in that leadoff spot, Steven Kwan.
Well, he's an important part of this lineup for sure. I mean, there's no doubt about it, Boog. It's somebody that they try to feed off of. He does a lot of things, very well up there at the plate. He's got a presence about him, and, he's a guy that you really kind of like to watch swing the bat.
One out, base is empty. That one fouled off. Got it. 2 away.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
Now it's Jose Ramirez. Going to count 1 and 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Two out, space is empty. Fouls it off, still 1 and 2. That one missed.
Inside.
Still 2 and 2 after the foul ball.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
9th pitch of the at-bat due next. Fastball is outside.
Wow, this guy's really battling up there as if his run is the game-winning run. I love his tenacity.
Outside, and that is ball 4. And that's how they get their first base runner of the game.
When you go that deep into an at-bat, the hitter usually comes out on top.
Next for the Guardians is the designated hitter, David Fry. Checks over to first, back safely.
Here's a batter who, for whatever reasons, plays better on the road, and that should help him here today.
Runner on the goal. Chop to third. Baden fires across the diamond. Out number 3. Guardians leave 1. Now the Mets will step up for their first shot in a scoreless ball game. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Back here at Citi Field, and towing the slab in this one, Gavin Williams. Chris, it's a little more common these days, but still, he's a strikeout per inning type of guy.
Well, I hear you about the strikeouts. A lot more guys striking out today, but when you consider having the ability to get that strikeout, particularly when you need it, a man on third, less than 2 outs, situations where, yeah, maybe you're not a real high strikeout guy, but just knowing you have the swing and miss stuff in a big spot, I think it's real critical, and he's got it.
And that is out of play. Lindor tries to check his swing. Now a look to third. Didn't go. Bounce to Santana. He'll do it himself.
He's out.
One up, one down. Here's a Mets lineup now. A guy who's been huge for them over the last month plus, Brandon Nimmo.
Well, Boog, there aren't many guys who have a flair for the big moment like he does. I mean, batting over 400 with runners in scoring position. Are you kidding me? I know it's not guaranteed or an automatic, but I hope we get to see him in a close, late-game situation with runners in scoring position and just see, is he truly a machine or not?
Swing and a high fly ball, well struck, way back there. And it is gone. His 26th of the year, and that gives him a lead. It's 1-0. He absolutely feasts on right-handed pitching and devours that one for a homer.
And you can see that's what he expects of himself at bat after at bat. He's that confident. Power versus power right there, like two locomotives colliding. Who's going to win? But a really good job there by the hitter, getting the top hand working. Powers that fastball out of here.
Base is empty, one away. Here's Pete Alonso. Outside with a breaking ball. Just missed.
Outside.
In the air, left side. Quan makes the grab on the run.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
2 outs.
Ball. That's inside.
Curve in the dirt.
They've got him working a little harder in this first frame than he anticipated.
And a foul ball. And he can't come up with it. Still manages a throw. Too late, and the runner is safe, and the misplay costs him.
We all know that first inning can be a critical one in terms of guys settling in and the tone being set for the game. So this isn't what you're looking for on defense. 2-out errors are a lot like 2-out walks, but maybe even worse because your pitcher did his job to get what should have been the last out of that inning.
Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Mets draw first blood thanks to this solo homer. It's now a 1-0 ball game. Back after this on the show. And welcome back to the ballpark. New inning getting started at the plate. Carlos Santana. One of the rare guys at first base that you almost think defense first. He is that good with the glove. You're talking about top of the list, elite defensive first baseman. And a count 1-2.
First basemen are involved in just about every single play. So when you have somebody so solid over there, you can breathe a little easier.
That's ripped into the outfield. Takes it in for the out.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Swings and misses. And the count 1-2.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand, looks so good. And then by the time he gets in the hitting zone.
Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Still able to fire over. And they get it. The misplay made it a bit messy, but they cleaned things up for the out. C.J. Kafis digs in for the Guardians. That's ball four. Tried another fastball, but missed the spot.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
Here's Brian Rocchio. The pitch. Foul ball there. Back up the middle and a base hit. And now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away.
Batting ninth, catcher Austin Hedges.
Austin Hedges now. Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third. Swing and a ground ball. Oh, look at the stop. It's there, and that's a great play.
This guy's anticipation is off the charts. Don't see many shortstops better than that. Great job to complete the play and end the inning.
We head to the bottom of the second. Now it's the second baseman, Jeff McNeil. And a 1-1. And there's a ball.
Clearly didn't come out of his hand the right way. Left that curveball way up.
And a strike. Matthew Ross umpiring behind home plate for us in this one. He's got a reputation for having a bit of a wide strike zone, Chris.
Yeah, no doubt, Boog. He rewards pitchers when they're working the edges and sometimes a little bit beyond that. So for the hitters, just have to really be aware. Don't miss your pitch when you get it early in the count.
That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
So a man at first. Cedric Mullins up now for the Mets. Runner on the go. And a foul ball. And he chases that one. And one gone.
Well, classic pitch sequencing there to change eye levels for the punch out. That fastball on the pitch before was up. It was very competitive, and that gets you thinking that he might try to climb the ladder. But then the curveball out of that same tunnel just falls off the table, and you can't make contact.
Stepping in, Luis Torrens. Swing and a miss. And the count 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
Two the count.
In the dirt, but kept close. Inside, almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Man at first, one away. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, a breaking ball in that 3-2 count kind of tells you that that's the pitch he has the most confidence in right now. Just couldn't find the strike zone.
First and second, 1 out. Brett Beatty, the next to hit. And it's even up.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
Two on, one out. Just missed.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Francisco Lindor up next for the Mets. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. McNeil over at second. Torrens over at first with 1 away. And that'll load the bases.
Well, that sets up a really big at bat in this game. These are the moments when everyone in the stadium gets really locked in.
So bases all loaded up. Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate. The 1-1. Fastball for a strike. Cleveland has some action going in their pen. Cade Smith preparing to come on if needed. Hernandez getting cranked up as well. Bases loaded. 1 away. In the air, center field. Drops into the glove. Here comes the runner from third. He'll score on the sac fly. It's 2-zip.
Well, he'll take the sac fly on the mound right there. Bases loaded. I mean, this is a high leverage situation. And if you can limit the other team, you're doing pretty good work. See if you can get this next out.
Juan Soto now.
If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against him.
2 on, 2 outs. And that's off the inside edge. And a count 2-1. Two outs. Just missed.
Nasty backdoor slider. There's really nothing you can do with that if you swing at it. So it's a good take by him.
Pete Alonso waiting to hit for the Mets. Swing and a ground ball, base hit right field. Rounds third, headed for the plate. The throw in, and he's out. Cut down, and that ends the inning.
Well, it's pretty difficult to throw a base runner out at the plate with 2 outs on a base hit to the outfield, but an excellent job of coming up with it, getting rid of it quickly, and throwing on the money. That is great technique from start to finish. Nice job to end the inning.
And we're back. And here is Stephen Kwan. Line drive. Caught.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
Angel Martinez digs in now. The 1-1. Hard hit right side. McNeil gets it to first. 2 up, 2 down.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Here's Jose Ramirez. Saying he's a guy that covers both sides of the plate about as well as anyone in the sport. How difficult is that to do?
Oh, just look at the back of my bubblegum card. You'll see how hard it is. These guys are great, man. They have the ability to look out there, but also to be able to turn on the inside pitch. Those that can really sharpen things on the outer half, those are the ones that become elite.
That one missed. David Fry waiting in the on-deck circle.
They can get him up. He'd represent the tying run, so critical pitch right here.
Fought off foul. 2 down, nobody on. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. Guardians fail to score. They trail things here 2-0. Bottom half of the third, and they bring in a new pitcher, Cade Smith.
Should be a good first matchup for him here. He's been doing a great job against right-handed bats so far this season. They've had a lot of trouble squaring him up.
3, 4, 5 due up for the home team. And now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso. And that's a little bit high. 2-1.
Well, these Mets showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. They've worked 3 walks already, so that proves they're not anxious up there. They're sticking to their game plan, and it's working.
And it's strike 2.
The count's full.
Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. In time. And the drop third strike leads to the first out.
Now batting left fielder.
Here's Brandon Nimmo. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. That one almost got him. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Chance to strike out the side now. You talk about the benefits, the advantages of relievers who can come in and get the swing and miss, whether it's inherited runners or maybe a little jam that they get into themselves. Knowing that they can miss the bat, tell you what, that's huge and can change the ball game.
Outside low, and that's ball 2. Hard on the ground to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Nothing doing for the Mets as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. Start of the fourth. Now it's the Guardians DH, David Fry. On the ground, right side, and foul ball. The 1-2. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Ground ball right side, and it goes just foul. Gets a piece and stays alive. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Stays alive.
7 fouls in a row. Such an impressive at bat we're seeing right here, regardless of how it ends up.
And downstairs. Not close with that one, and the count is filled up.
Now in this 3-ball count, down in the ball game, you've got to be very selective. Take your walk if they'll give it to you.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. And now it's the switch hitter, Carlos Santana.
Well, both sides equally as strong, so not a good time to try to turn him around with a relief pitcher and put him on the other side of the plate.
And that clips the inside corner.
Well, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two, is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
In the air, out towards right center. Soto. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. Out number 2.
Now batting shortstop, Gabriel.
2 outs, base is empty. And now the shortstop, Gabriel Arias.
Ball, that's off the plate.
Next
That's ball
offering
3.
is downstairs.
Here's an opportunity
balls,
to do some
1 strike.
damage and perhaps unlock this offense. 3-1 count. Be ready to turn on a fastball.
That one down the line,
That ball's
and that's
foul.
just foul. Swings and misses, struck him out. 3 up, 3 down for him there. On now to the bottom of the 4th. It's the Mets 2 and the Guardians nothing. Back here in Queens, John Sciambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the 4th, Jeff McNeil. Hard ground ball, base knock. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Now batting center fielder, Cedric Mullins.
And now the center fielder, Cedric Mullins. The 1-1. And that one almost hit him.
Well, I think that pitch surprised all of us. Right down the middle, doesn't get a swing. Not very often you see a hitter lay off a cookie like that.
Swing and a miss. Got him to go up the ladder for the K.
With that kind of velocity, an elevated fastball, even if it's still in the strike zone, can be tough for hitters to get on top of.
And next for the Mets, Luis Torrens. The next offering misses, and the count's full. Fights it off, he'll see another. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. He's notched 4 strikeouts now.
Well, interesting. He's looking very comfortable out of the stretch after giving up the leadoff single. Back-to-back strikeouts, so they haven't been able to move that runner up, get him into scoring position, and try to have a better chance of scoring. I tell you, good job so far on the mound. He just needs 1 more out.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
That splitty's a pretty nasty pitch. Explodes out of the hand, looks like a fastball, and the bottom just falls out of it.
That one just misses. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Mets leave 1, but they hold a 2-0 lead. Back here at Citi Field, all set for the start of the inning. So in now for Cleveland, C.J. Kayfus. There's the swing and a miss.
That pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge, just changing planes, and very difficult, especially for a left-handed hitter to track.
2-2 now.
Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. That one is hammered right field. This one's got a chance. And that one's off the wall. Safe at second with a leadoff double.
Everything came together for him. Just missed out on a home run right there, but he certainly hit it hard enough. Just didn't have the right launch angle to carry it over the wall, but still an excellent swing of the bat. Really important at bat coming up now.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. David Peterson out of the game, and a nice effort out of him, no doubt. New arm coming on. We'll be back for that in a moment.
Now pitching for the New York Mets, number 39, Edwin Diaz.
Stepping up for the Guardians, Brian Rocchio. Outside low, 2-1. Tying run at the plate.
That's a ball.
Ball four,
No,
he
ball
walked
four.
in, and that keeps things going.
Pretty much the last thing you want from your bullpen arms are free passes, especially in spots like this. Make the team earn their way on.
First and second, no outs. Austin Hedges stands in. Good eye by Hedges.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
The other way. Makes the grab. Runner tags at second. And the throw's offline. Safe at third.
Man, he smoked that fastball. He's all over it. It's just frustrating when you can't get it to fall. Maybe next time up he'll find a hole.
Stephen Kwan stepping in now for a critical at bat.
In the infield at the corners, don't be surprised to see them come home first and prevent that run from scoring.
And a count 1-2.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. And it drops in. And he's safe at third. They pick up a run, and now it's a one-run game.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Angel Martinez. 2 on, 1 out. Pitch misses. Now 2 balls and a strike. On the ground to third, and it stays fair. It's in and out of his glove. Runner holds at third, so just 1 across on the play. And here comes the Mets manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Edwin Diaz is done, and he's on the hook for the runners at second and third. So looking for some help there. Back in a minute. New pitcher coming on, the veteran, Ryan Stanek.
Well, walks have certainly been an issue for him this season, so we'll see what kind of command he has.
Ronnie Mauricio coming into the game now as the injury replacement. Pivotal at bat now for the dangerous Jose Ramirez. Now there's a bullet down the line. And that's a fair ball. One runs in, another comes in to score. And they lead by 2.
Seeing some good swings from him right now with consecutive extra base hits. Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
One out, runner at second. And next will be the cleanup hitter, David Fry. The 1-1 is fouled off. Man at second. Goes down looking.
No, you got to be ready to swing the bat with a runner in scoring position and 2 strikes. Just put the ball in play somewhere and you got a chance. Very frustrating for him, I'm sure. See if the next guy can pick him up.
So 2 down now, and here is Carlos Santana. 1-1 now. And that one hammered. That's back. Into the Big Apple, seats and gone. Wow. His 12th of the season, and they tack on to their lead. It's 6-2. That one just sounded different.
And might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I could feel that swing from the booth. That's as big as it gets right there. You take advantage of a mistake. That is an ultimate. Here it is. Watch it. I'm going to jog around the bases.
Two down, bases empty. And up next for Cleveland, Gabriel Arias. And that's ball 4. Tried another slider, but it missed the plate.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
Now it's the right fielder, C.J. Kafis. Ripped to short. Tosses to first. That'll end the inning after a lot of scoring. So in the end, 10 come to the plate. 6 of them come around to score. Last half of the 5th coming up. It's the Guardians 6 and the Mets 2. Back now to start the bottom of the 5th, and taking over on the mound, Carlos Hernandez.
He's having a ton of success facing left-handed hitters this season, so this seems like a smart move to turn to him with a lefty at the plate.
So back to the top of the order, Francisco Lindor up now for the Mets. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list. Lindor swings through that one.
Yeah, we go beyond just the fielding percentage and what it looks like, but the ability to have range and close holes that are normally there against an average defender. But this guy is special, and you can see it in his first step quickness. Well, he throws him with a great fastball right on the corner. It's kind of like bowling when you think the ball's going to get into the gutter, and somehow it just hangs onto that edge and knocks down a pin. Well, he got the outside corner of the plate and got that called third strike.
Now this is in the air down the line. Kafis has a beat on it. 2 away now.
Now that is first baseman Pete Alonso.
So last chance for the Mets. Pete Alonso up now for the Mets. 2 outs. Lifted to left, and that should do it. Ball game.
Sometimes it takes just getting away from home. Players can sort of come together, connect a little bit more than they do when they're at home with their families, and that can breed to success on the field, as we saw in this game today. Excellent win by this team.
And your final 6-2. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.